Shalom, друзья!
Shalom, dear friends. A very special season is coming in Israel. This week, Jews all around the world celebrate Purim. In Corinthians, Apostle Paul said about the Old Testament, these things happened to them as examples, and were written down as warnings for us, on whom the culmination of the ages has come. This means that God is no longer speaking only to the Jews through the Old Testament, but to all who believe in Him. What does Purim tell us today? I'm sure you know this incredible story of the salvation of the Jewish people, written in the book of Esther in the Bible. In a nutshell, during the reign of King Ahasuerus in Persia, where the Jewish people were captured, a young Jewish girl named Esther became the queen of Persia. Her uncle Mordechai refused to worship Haman, who was the king's right-hand man. Haman was a prideful man, and he decided not only to take revenge on Mordechai, but also to destroy his entire nation. Haman casted lots to determine the day on which all Jews would be exterminated. In Hebrew, the lot is called Pur, hence the name of the holiday, Purim. This lot foretold the death of the Jewish people, but thanks to Esther's courage, they were saved. What is so special about this book? This is the only book in the Bible where the name of God is not mentioned once. We see His power, His protection, but He's kind of staying behind the scenes. That's why one of the traditions of this day is to dress up in costumes. It's a prototype of how God was in the whole story, but also was kind of hidden. It's a reminder to us today that even if we don't see God clearly, He is there and He is in control. The second important point of this story, fasting and prayer. Before Esther risked her life, she told all the Jews to fast and pray for 3 days. And this power of prayer and fasting did the impossible, and all Haman's plans were ruined. You know, Haman is not just an evil man. Haman is a spirit that has been trying to destroy the Jewish people throughout history. Because the devil has always known that the Messiah for the whole world would be born through the Jews. This spirit continues to fight the calling of the Jewish people today, because Jesus Christ will return to Israel the second time. But do you know what happened at the cross of Golgotha? Everything that God has promised to the Jews and everything that applied only to Jews was extended to every believer through Jesus Christ. And now, God stands for you as He has always stood for the Jews. These Hamans also rise up in your life, but the good news of Purim is that God will never forsake His people, those who believe in Him. And whatever problems you're facing in your life right now, God will deliver you. You are in His hands, and Purim is a reminder of His glory and power. May it encourage you today.
Хаг Пурим Самех. Шалом.